Good morning, my dear students. Today our topic is money. Yesterday also our topic is money, but we learn how to convert from dollar to cents and cents to dollar, right or no? So today, before we are going to learn the questions, we learn what is meant by tenth and what is meant by hundredth. So tenth means what? Suppose you have $1. You want to give. You want to divide out of 10. That means out of 10 you got 1 mark. Suppose there is a 10 marks paper, you got only 1 mark. It means out of 10 you got only 1. You remember, every time the total marks will be down. That means 1 out of 10. This is called tenths. So remember, what is like this way? You know that this is the decimal point. This is all called 1 2 3 4. That means 1234 is called whole number. Whole number means without decimal. Whole number means without decimal. But here after decimal we can say that this is the decimal number, right or no? So the whole number, every time you know that start from ones. So this is ones, this is tens, this is hundred, this is thousand. But after the decimal we can call it as this is tens. No, there is no ones. This is tens. That is called what? Tens. How we write it? T-E-N-T-H-S. Tens. And this one we call it as hundredths. Write it hundred, then THS. So this is what the first one is called tens. Why we call tens? If I ask you the value of 4, what is the value of 4? You know that 4 only. What is the value of 3? You know that 30. Right or no? Value. Because 3 is in tens place, so 30. What is the value of 2? Is 200, because 100 place. What is the value of 1? It is 1000. Right or no? You know that we learn already value. But this one tens, write it 5 as it is. Before 5 is what? There is a decimal. Write it decimal, and all the number change to 0. Only 0.5. Write it here. If I ask you about the 6, write it 6. Here is the decimal. So write it decimal, but between decimal and the 6 there is a one number. So for that one number you can write it 0. So the value of this one is what? 6, 0.06. Or why we pronounce this is tens? Because when I want to change into fraction, 5 divided by, for the decimal write it 1, after decimal one number, so 10, that is 5 over 10. This is, if I want to write this one, 6 divided by, for the decimal write it 1, after decimal 2 numbers, so 2 zeros. That's why this gets said that 100. That means 6 out of 100. Here 5 out of 10. That's why we pronounce that tens, and this is hundredths. Now coming to the question, this one is said that write each amount in figures then words. Like here 70. Okay, I wrote here what? For your understanding, I wrote each and everything. So this is 70 and this is 1. I wrote exactly paste. Next is what? This is 0.6. 0.6. Okay, so 0 will be exactly in the ones place and point, and after that. Next is what? 0.05. So 0.05. Now add. This is 5. Here is the 6, here is the 1, and this is the 7. So what is the total number? $71.65. So remember, after the decimal we cannot say that 65. Why? Because after the decimal this is less than 1. After decimal that is less than 1. So with that we cannot pronounce 65. How we pronounce? 71.65. It may be after the decimal 3 numbers, 4 numbers, whatever we pronounce, single numbers only. Similarly, next one, number B. So what is the one number B? The first one is 50. So I read it 50. Then 4. I read it exactly in ones place. Next 0 0.5, 0 0.9. So I read it here 0 0.9. Then 0 0.09. Now I add 9 here. Then 9. Here is the 4 and 5. So 54.99 only. $54.99. Okay. So we cannot say that 54.99. So it should be one number only. So $54.99. Now the last one is what? This is 900. So write 900. Then next is 9. So 9 should be in a ones place. Next is 0 0.05. So I write it 0 0.05. So here is the 5 and 0. Then here is the 9. Then 0. Then here is 9. So remember, always the decimal number should not match with the ones place. Okay. Because this is less than 1. So how you pronounce now? $909.05. If you want to separate dollar and cents, how you pronounce? If you want to pronounce like dollar and cents, we can pronounce $54.99. I can say that $54 after the decimal whatever you have, then you can say that 99 cents when you, if you're not using the decimal point. So 50, I can say, if only dollar, I can say that $54.99. $54.99. If this one also $71.65. If I want to pronounce in terms of dollar and cents, how you pronounce? $71.65. $71.65. There is no decimal in between. If you use the decimal in between, then $71.65 only. There is no cents. Clear? I hope you understand the today's class work. If you have any more questions, you can ask me in the next class. Thank you.